learn the intro to Ever Enough. First thing we're going to do is make sure we have the capo at the first fret. We're going to need that to get the original key of the tune. Then we're going to fix our hands on a C chord or C shape and play a C chord. Now that's a C sharp actually, but we're just going to call the chords by their shape. So this is a C chord. Right? Now the next thing we're going to have to do is start the finger picking pattern. So we're going to hold down this C shape and we're going to use a pattern. And let me show you that pattern right now. The first thing we want to do is practice the pattern and get the fingering pattern down pat. Now you're going to place your thumb on your A string. Your middle finger is going to go to your B string and your index finger is going to go to your G string, and we're playing a C chord or a C shape. We're going to play the thumb, index, and middle, and back to the index. Then the middle, index, thumb, and then the index. That's the first half of our pattern. So it's like this: thumb, index, middle, index, middle, index, thumb, index. That's the first half of the pattern. Slow it down. Okay, the second half of the pattern is going to be thumb, index, middle, index, and then thumb, index, middle, index. So that's thumb, index, middle, index, thumb, index, middle, index, thumb, index, middle, index. Like that. Thumb, index, middle, index, thumb, index, middle, index. So played together, it's see that? Here we go again. And it sounds like this. Now that pattern is going to be used throughout. Now the only thing that will change is when we change to a different chord, our thumb will follow the bass note. We'll have to move up to the E string and do that exact same pattern and then come back to the A string. Okay? Alright, so using that pattern, we're going to go to a C chord and play this. But we're going to go to a low note, which is going to be an F with a thumb, and then bring up the third finger to a G while we're doing that pattern. So we've got to do this. Like that, okay? So you've got to use that thumb to come up to an F, or the first fret, and then third fret, which would normally be a G. Okay, but we're at the first fret and third fret. Okay, so we've got then we continue our pattern. Okay, so now you're playing the E string, You're playing the E string here instead of the A string when you were playing your C chord. So you're going. Then you're going to open the A up, or the A note. These fingers are going to stay where they are, and you're going to play. Okay, you're holding down an A minor 7 chord, or what would normally be an A minor 7. Okay, you've got a finger at the first fret on the B string, and you got a finger on the 3rd fret, or the 2nd fret in this case from the capo, on the D string. So you've got this going on now. Same pattern, okay? And now you've got to go down to the open E string for the last pattern, and then come up to the 1st fret as you're doing your pattern. So you got to do this. Let's start with the A minor, a 7 pattern. See, you continued your pattern and you just used your bass notes to change what we were playing there. Okay, so let's do it one more time. C chord. First fret, 3rd fret, then the open A, open E string, then the 1st fret, and that's our intro.